Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Podcast with DJ Val. It's another episode with my brother here next to me.
Amos, if you're gonna Ulueme or you meet one of Open Kingdom, the man waiting the fear
The
to
first
talk
yeah,
rubbish.
I hear that one. You don't even sound.
Clear.
It's going to be another interesting topic today. And here we'll be discussing why some people may perceive men as being the weakest in a relationship.
Hmm.
Mm.
Though there may be an element of truth in the perception that some men struggle in the expression of their emotion in relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it should not be stereotyped because there are factors that may lead to this. Um, But before I continue, let me just use this opportunity to give a shout out to South African single mothers or South African women, and permit me for this,
Mm-hmm.
that are married to Nigerian men.
Mm-hmm.
We love you, Nigerian men love you. You are not in competition. Please, the depression rate is too much. Make una dey calm down. So
Uh-huh.
back to we'll discuss that. I hope.
Yeah.
So like I was saying, there may be an element of truth in that perception,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
especially if we look at how men deal with their emotion these days. But I think, like I mentioned earlier, there are factors that leads to this. And one among many others that I hope I have time to deal with is I'll refer to that as a cultural discipline of a man. There's that perception that culturally men should be resilient, men should be stoic, men should not express their emotion, no matter
Mm.
how bad or difficult it is.
Yes.
So that has created a stereotype among men, so much so that when a man expresses his emotion in any way, he's
Mm.
seen as a weaker man. But
Mm.
that is not true. Then another one is societal misconception.
Mm.
Um, that is when they see men as heroes, men as people that don't break, and this misconception make a lot of men not to want to share their emotions, so they become like seen as weak in relationship. You find that and there's a video that was circulating. I think it's still circulating online of a 60-year-old man
Mm.
that has retired, was on pension, was trending on Facebook. So he has received his pension and then he bought his wife a Jeep, gave the children, this happened in Nigeria, 1 million, opened a business for the wife. But the wife ended up, and this is a real story by the way, getting some Fulani men to tie the husband up with in cohort with her children, blindfold him and band him leg and foot because they want
Mm.
that whole pension.
Mm.
So, with such men, a man that has such children that he has sent to university, worked all his life with this wife of his. Even he was not stingy to share, off of his pension, but yet, or rather yet, the woman wants to, do that using the children. So how do you say, was that man weak or is he still weak now? So
Mm.
there's a huge misconception about that in society, that men are weaker in relationship.
I think when people say men are weak in relationship, because for example, if I may list one of the factors why people may say men are weaker in relationship is because it's very difficult for a man to communicate their problems in that relationship, whether they are being bullied, whether they're in pain. It's difficult for them to communicate that problem with a third party. Like they feel like I'll be judged
Yeah,
because I'm
definitely.
supposed to be the man.
Yeah, yeah,
And now she's bullying me.
yeah,
So I can't say it out,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But it will be easier for the woman to speak
yeah,
to someone. But
yeah,
for the man, he
yeah,
can't speak out.
yeah.
In fact, it is very difficult, right, for a man to seek advice from a therapist.
Mm,
Or maybe you say to them, okay, let's book you a section
mm,
with a therapist. So
mm,
they can help you.
mm,
You can tell them your problems and all that. Men don't easily go for those
mm,
sections,
yeah,
right? Because they
yeah,
feel like I have to swallow this up.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
true.
if it's the pride or the ego.
No, it's not a pride nor ego. I think it's inculcated into them right from childhood. And there is nothing that is as difficult to overcome than
Mm,
childhood indoctrination.
mm.
When a child is indoctrinated from birth to say you are not supposed to cry,
You are the man.
you are a
You are a
man.
man. Yes.
A man grew up like that. And mind you, it's not just you alone that is a man in society.
Mm-hmm.
There are other men in society that also receive this same indoctrination.
Yes.
So, when lies are told for a long time, or if a lot of people believe a lie, then it becomes true. So it is what has happened. So it has become true that men should not cry. But funny enough, I have a personal experience. I think it was last year, 2023, that I almost had an instance with suicide because I was going through hell in my life. But God helped me that I come across a counselor that I was booking a section with, and I was
Mm,
seeing him every Monday. And then I remember he asked me to write. You see, this when we're in Nigeria, there's this big notebook we use when you get to secondary school, the long
mm,
one. It's 40 pages. I was meant to write what makes me angry from that issues with my anger, from as young as I could remember to now. And before I finished that process, I started crying. And he didn't stop me. He said, keep crying. That has helped me a
mm,
lot. Because I found out that tears is an emotion. If I can release them, then I'm empty. Then I can refill. But when men don't cry, when men bottle these things, when they keep it in, then when they explode, then it's just destruction. You get so men
mm,
are not weaker in relationship. Men are strong in relationship. Men are resilient in relationship. But men has been barricaded from expressing their emotion. Men are not seen as human. Men are seen as some supernatural being living in human form.
mm,
Men are seen as the one that will just toil, suffer, provide, protect,
mm.
electricity bill, school fees,
Yeah.
food,
Mm, mm, mm.
housing,
Yes. Uh-huh.
car, everything, everything. And when a man is short of that one, or even one of those many ones, is seen as a weak man. So how then does a man deal with it? But a man is just a man by the pain that he can take. But how much pain can a man really take? So that I think that is what it is. I think society must start to understand that men are also humans and men also have emotion, and that as it hurts women, it hurts men equally. And there's this unpopular belief that women tolerate pain
Yeah.
more than men. I disagree. I disagree. Women express pain more than men. They don't tolerate. Men tolerate.
Yes.
There's a difference. Do you
Yes.
understand?
Yes. 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 That makes sense. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm,
This is
mm-hmm.
deep. You have
Yes.
to
Yes.
go deep to understand me. Men, what does it mean to tolerate? To bear,
Yes. Keep it
to
inside.
keep it
Yeah.
in, to take it
Yes.
in, to bear it.
You don't speak about it. You don't
Yeah,
show it out.
yeah.
Yes.
So men tolerate pain, but
Mm.
women express pain.
Pain. Mm.
If you're dating a woman and you cheat on her, before you even, how do I start? If you as much as wink at another lady, the pain that she feels, she'll express it by giving you a clap right on the back of your forehead. Immediately, instanta,
Mm.
because she cannot keep it in.
But there are some women though that will keep it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to this particular one,
Yeah.
say for example, you are out somewhere at a party
Mm.
with your girlfriend, and when you look at other women, you wink at other women. I believe girls will easily keep it in and be like, he can look. He's
No.
never gonna do anything. No, no, they will.
A
They will.
girl that does that, and your viewers can bear me witness, and they can comment on comment section
Mm-hmm.
about this. A girl that reacts like that doesn't care, doesn't really like you. She's just there for the benefit.
Um, I'll disagree a bit.
Okay.
What if she really likes you. Because I believe a girl can really like you,
Mm.
but knows that you're going nowhere.
Mm.
Because some women understand that, okay, all men would cheat,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Okay, you can look,
Mm.
you can admire,
Mm.
but you can't go home with that lady.
It's the disrespect that comes with it. It's not the going home with the lady.
Disrespect of looking at another
Yes,
woman while I'm
a
just right
woman,
next
a
to you.
woman, a woman just want to be seen. A woman does not want to share a word of being seen. I told you before in your past episode
Mm,
that you you as a man, you are attracted by what you see. A
mm-hmm,
woman is attracted by what she hears, what
mm-hmm,
she has, right? Right. So now you look at her, she feels special. She creates a world, a fantasy world, that
mm,
she's the only queen there.
mm.
Who give you the right to look at another woman? And you think the other woman will not create a fantasy world about you. So it's not about going on with the other woman, it's disrespect to say now you are sharing my galaxy with somebody else.
Yeah.
You get now. But if she doesn't react in a jealous way, some will start to act differently. They start to act cold.
Mm,
That's another form of expression.
mm.
You tell her, baby, are you fine? She'll say, I'm fine. But she's not fine. Baby, you're not talking. You see the conversation will change. Men don't read energy. Women, before a woman complains, she's complained 2 weeks already.
I feel like men are, when it comes to being jealous in a relationship, men are the worst.
Yeah,
Because even watching a movie,
yeah,
you are watching a movie, right?
yeah,
And then you see um, a beautiful girl.
yeah,
And you can, this girl, she's beautiful. I
yeah.
love her ass. I love the way she looks. Ooh, the girl will be chilled.
Mm.
But the moment the girl say, this guy, woo, look at his chest. Woo, look at the body build up.
Mm.
I can tell you for a fact, the guy will change that channel.
Yeah, because there's a difference.
Mm. So why?
For a man, it's ego, it's pride. It's not the jealousy is not about the woman.
Mm.
No, it's ego. You see, every man is a god unto himself.
Mm.
Even Almighty God is jealous. Thou shalt not worship any other God before
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
When you do that to that person in TV, you are worshiping that person before.
Yes.
That is
Mm.
that is blasphemy of the highest order. You are there
Mm.
to watch
Because
the
I'm sitting
movie.
right next to you, and now you're
Yeah,
looking at another man,
yeah,
trying to
admiring.
admire another man.
Yeah, it is not your place.
So every man is a god unto himself,
Yeah.
and which means every man has the right to be jealous and say, no, you can't look at another man.
Yeah, you have a
You
right to
cannot,
be.
even whether that man is on the TV, on the roads, you cannot, whether at your office space. But now, does that mean that every woman is not a god unto herself?
A woman is not a god.
Okay.
A woman has never been a god.
So that's where
That
that's
rule
what brings
belongs
us
to the
to
man.
a woman must be submissive.
Yes, 100%.
So whatever the man does should be
Hundred
right.
percent. A man is a provider and a protector.
Mm.
Listen to me, I'll repeat it. A
Mm-hmm.
man is a provider
And a
and a
protector.
protector.
Yeah, that's correct.
Who is the man providing for and
The
who is he
woman.
protecting? So if he's providing for the woman and protecting the woman, why would he want to hurt or treat the woman bad?
Mm.
Doesn't make sense now. Doesn't make
Yeah,
logical
true.
sense.
Yeah, true.
You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
It's just that men don't know their role or they don't know themselves in relationship. If your role, because every man knows his rights in a
Yeah.
relationship and every woman know her right in a relationship, but some seem not to know their responsibility or their roles or their obligation. So if your role is to provide and to protect, why do you want to hurt the same person you have set out to provide and protect for? So if that be the case, then there will be no need for you to be ordering the woman about or controlling the woman or saying to the woman, you don't have the right to look at another man. There will be no right or responsibility that comes in that sense. Because you know this one is
Mm.
yours. This person is behind you. You are protecting for this person and you are
Mm.
providing for this person. Why are you now being so concerned to look at what this person is looking at? It's your eye that is wandering.
Mm.
That is where trust comes in. Do you understand it now?
Mm. Now, I just want to go a quick one. I have some few comments, questions, because this morning I had posted on our Instagram page, right? Anyway, if you want to follow, is podcast with DJ Val on Instagram or social media platform as well. So I posted a story and I said that we're going to be having an episode today, right? And the topic would be the weakness of men in relationship. And I asked the audience to send in their comments, their stories, their questions, and I have some of the questions here. So this guy said, before I started dating this girl, I had lied to her about my financial status. I showed up myself as someone that is highly rich, have everything that I want. However, I said all these things to this girl I because I was only looking for one thing. We know what he's looking for, obviously. And now I have finally fallen in love with this girl, and she's also in love with me. Things are going fine with us, but I'm struggling in my financial life. She she have not noticed that yet. Now we on that stage where I feel like I want to open up, but I'm scared that if I tell her that I am as poor as a church rat, she might leave me alone because I'm not sure if she came into my life because of the stories that I've given to her about having money or not having money. Anyway, so what do you think, guys? Should I tell her the truth or should I just continue lying?
Um. So first and foremost, the whole intention of him going into the relationship, of Anonymous, you going into a relationship,
Mm,
was false. Was
mhm,
a negative intention. Was for sex, right?
mm,
Uh, but let me just say that he mustn't be. I don't want to use a negative word, but he mustn't think that the lady doesn't know of his real financial status. She knows very well.
mm.
She knows that he's lying. She knows that he's acting up. The only thing that is keeping the lady in that relationship
Yeah.
is what kept her from the beginning, which is good sex. So his sex is good. So
Yeah.
I feel like if he tells her the truth, the person that she saw the first time before this exposure will die in the girl's life. So she will now be talking to a new person. And if I were him, I would make sure, and this is a good advice, you sexually satisfy her first
Mm.
before you open up to her. Then she can forgive you, but she'll always remind you of how you came into her life. And yeah, she can help you grow. A woman can pick a
Yes.
pop and turn her into someone. If you're a person with vision, and I think another factor why she's still with you is because she's seen a person that's got vision from this false hope of fake life. She's seen a vision and she's holding on to that vision. So if you have a very good sex session with her, you satisfy her, then you tell her, then you see. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but I think it's good you tell her now than for somebody else to tell her, or she find a better satisfaction outside there. Thank you.
So, Anonymous, that's for you. Satisfy that lady, satisfy that girl
Mm,
100%
yeah,
before telling her that you are as poor as a church rat.
I recommend that. Yeah.
Yes. So, there is this guy that said something online, right? He sent in this question. He said, I am in love with two women.
Mhm,
I have been with the first one for 3 years now. And the second one, I have been with her for 2 months. How are you even in love with someone for 2 months?
it's crazy.
He's crazy.
He's infatuated.
Anonymous,
It's
you
just said,
sorry to say this, but
uh,
you're crazy.
Anonymous, go look for something else to do. It's
I swear
crazy.
to God.
You're Olosho, you're a man Olosho.
Anonymous,
He's a man
there's
Olosho.
something that you selling. You're just selling yourself.
Uh,
You fall in love with everyone for
and
2 months.
funny thing is that people think it's only women that sell themselves. Men sell
Mm,
themselves.
true,
And
true,
the funny thing is
true.
that the fact is that men don't get paid for it. Women use men for sex these days. So while
So,
he's thinking he's in love, the women are using him to catch kick on G.
mm, mm,
Namugu.
mm,
I don't know you know why.
100%.
Yeah, you know understand.
Anonymous, you're not wise.
Yeah.
Anyway, an advice for you. The second one, you are not in love.
You're not even in love with the
Yes.
first one, self.
If
You are bored. The point don't tire him. They want catch cruise here.
okay, A man being bullied in relationship, why is it difficult for that man to speak out? What are the societal pressure that prevents men from speaking out?
Okay. Before I answer this question, I've been waiting for this platform. You know how I started. Please, ladies, not only South African ladies, Nigerian ladies, ladies all over the world, please, please stop GBV, stop abuse against men. Did you see the video of that woman that was beating her husband in Belgium? And then she asked her daughter to make a video of it and asked the daughter, "Did I ever do this to your
Yes.
father before?" Did you see that video?
Yes.
It's crazy. It's crazy. These are some of the things you see. Men are hand-tied, men are handcuffed. Men cannot be men in society these days. A good example is that guy now. He's from Africa, I suppose, and it's that side to make a better living for the wife and the child, and his extended family, uncles, aunties, and all of that. And in the land that he is at, he cannot beat a woman. He cannot even shout. If he shouts, it's verbal abuse. If you don't give money, it's economic abuse. You
Mm,
see,
mm.
if there's
Ish. Men are
if he
suffering.
beats, there's too much. So you
Mm,
just have to men have become very docile like sheep. Just do what you like with me. And society is looking at this. Look at we are here in studio now. Everything
mm-hmm.
that is here is created by the hands of men. When
Yeah.
you turn men to women, ah man, I pity the next generation. And see, let me tell ladies, the next generation of women that are coming must be prepared for single motherhood. And I don't wish this on any woman because I also have daughters. But the way things are going, guys, this generation don't want to get married. They don't want to be in a relationship. They just want to
Mm.
be loose and promiscuous
And just have
and
baby
just
mamas out there.
baby mamas and pay
Yeah.
for sex. And they are so selfish. They don't know the danger that this thing is coming with because the children born out of such relationship, what become of them?
You know, I actually hear a lot of people say marriage is a scam, that marriage tie men down.
Yeah.
In your opinion,
I
is
think
marriage a scam?
yeah, I think what that is what marriage is now. That's not the intention of marriage. Marriage or the original, well, like with inventions and civilizations and changes in society and everything. Concept change, every concept change, not even only
Mm.
marriage.
Yeah.
Family changes. Before family is by blood, but here now they say family is not by blood anymore. Because your family, your own blood brother can kill you because of money or landed
Mm-hmm.
property.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so marriage, the intention of marriage was for family, continuity, companionship, love, and all that. But marriage has become like a business deal now. And marriage is a scam now for men, against men rather, because
Yeah.
women, majority, not all, go
Mm.
into marriage with one sole purpose. Let me just catch him to cheat. Then I will file for divorce. So they target. There are women that are known as whale
Mm.
watchers,
Mm.
whale watchers. They're in their marriage age. Then they go from lounges to clubs to hotels and restaurants. And they say they go on solo dates. They sit by the
Mm.
bar to whale watch. Target rich men.
Yeah.
You know, date them, rush the marriage, divorce them, get the property. Why do you think President Trump of the United States is reversing the whole divorce policy and all that?
Mm.
So yeah,
Mm.
to answer your question, marriage now is a scam. Any man that goes into marriage now, I feel for that man. Unless unless by the special grace of God, you just perchance or by luck find that special woman that
Yes.
is ready,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
to carry your legacy after you are gone, because that is the purpose.
Yeah.
Not hear me very well. I'm not saying that it's ready to love you, ready to give children to you, because women can give children to anybody. That the one that's why we have a lot of baby mamas.
True.
But the
True.
one that is ready to carry your legacy and carry your name after you are gone, that is the benefit you get as a man from marriage. After apart from that, nothing else.
Mm. So how can one build that support in a relationship whereby the woman who supports the man and the man supports the woman? What do you think the man can do? Because I feel like men should also play an important role in building their woman, teaching them how to understand them, right? Because a lot of women don't understand their husband or their boyfriend, if I may put it that way.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. And for me, I found this out. I remember. Let me just give a very short backstory. While I
Mm,
was still in the institution of higher learning,
Mm-hmm.
I remember a fellowship pastor then, my ex-girlfriend then, when he saw us together, he was like, ah, it's Amos that you want to be in a relationship with. It's Amos you want to date. Ah, Amos will not carry you reach bus stop. This one, no, he won't know how to marry. This one like women where. That was his preconceived perception about me. But it was nice because it challenged me. It made me to study what relationship is about and
Yeah.
what marriage is about. You know what I found out? That relationship is an intentional, functional institution that is practical. And the tool to win in any relationship, can quote me anywhere, is communication. It's funny that when a man wants to be in a relationship with a woman, he communicates. He say, I want you, I need you.
Mm,
But
mm,
when you get that woman now, you stop to communicate.
mm,
Then you don't talk anymore. Then you're in the parlor watching the news or watching soccer, watching TikTok. Then the wife is on her phone in the bedroom, day in, day out. You guys go to the restaurant to
mm,
eat. You say, baby, I want to take you out on a date. You go out on a date with your woman, your partner, your wife. Then you are with the phone like this, taking the picture and the video of the
mm,
food.
mm,
Your wife
mm.
is also there taking the picture of the video of the food. There's no communication. So
Yeah.
there's no bond. So the easiest way to bring about that solution is to communicate. If I don't know you, I don't know how to treat you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I don't know you, I don't know how to treat you.
Yeah.
First things first is for me to even know myself. There's this big theory that a lot of people don't even know themselves first. First, they don't even know what they want, who they are, where they are going in life. They are just waking up and living and eating and making up and going to work and going to school every day of their life without having, okay, this is the goal I want. So they come with that mindset and that mentality into a relationship with another person that is focused on building his or her life. And the
Mm,
other person is progressing, like, since I come into your life, now things don't do better for you. Now I
mm.
be saying my presence, now they help you. Now lie, you see.
There is this guy online, Gege. You know
Yeah, I
him?
know Gigi,
Yes.
yeah.
I saw one of his video
Yeah.
on Instagram where he had said that boyfriend, right, is a title
Yeah.
that dummies, dumb boys.
Yeah.
So, but he used he said that word in pidgin English,
Yeah.
which is called mumu boys.
Yeah.
So mumu boys in English is like someone that doesn't have sense, a
Yeah.
fool. So it's like boyfriend is a title that fools, foolish boys answer,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
To look after lazy girls.
Mm. Um, I think gay is just being very sentimental about his whole concept of relationship. And I understand. It's funny enough. He's from my tribe. He's an Urobo boy. So,
Mm,
only of a shout out to you. You are doing a great job in the social media space. But
mhm,
however, men has always been there to provide. It's another misconception again why men don't share of their emotion or why men are vulnerable.
mm.
From young, we are trained to take care of our sister. If you're a firstborn or a secondborn, you have sisters after you. You bath them. You get them ready for school.
Yes,
You pack their lunch box. If
100%.
they come for school,
Mm,
that
mhm.
is how we are trained. I don't know about that culture, but in Nigeria,
Yeah.
you make eba for them. Or your man go don cook, suppose you come, you make eba. Then
Yes.
everybody get their role. Sister go wash plate, brother go sweep
Yes.
house.
Yes. 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 Mm, mm, mm.
You get what I'm saying? If you hear say they beat your sister for school, even they beat your younger sister friend, you dey
Mm.
carry that fight for it, pass
Yes.
another
Yes.
thing.
Yes. Mm.
So again, it's indoctrination. It has been indoctrinated in a good way into our mind space to say we are there to provide and protect. So when a boyfriend go into a relationship, it's automatic that he does that. Because again, that is his pride.
So automatically, when a guy goes in a relationship, he automatically becomes a fool.
No, 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 it's not a fool. How do you become a husband if you don't know how to become a boyfriend? First. You first know how to be a boyfriend, then you know how to become a husband. Your dating phase is your practice phase. It's your getting to know each other's phase. It's just that young men of these days equate it for giving out cash. It's not like that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not just to give out cash. And women are not particular. It's men, it's still men that promise Lambo for 1 rand.
Mm.
And you
Mm.
understand?
Mm.
If you look at that conversation, when we came to this country, knew that time, if you give a girl 100 rand after sex, she will shout at you to say, I'm not a prostitute.
Yeah.
Now they
Yeah.
will price you 5K.
Yes.
Some will price you 50.
Talking about that, I feel like this thing of, let's say, girls, right, pricing themselves up
Mm,
just for 1 round.
mm.
I feel like Nigerians spoilt
Yeah.
this whole thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
this whole thing was
Yeah, yeah.
caused by Nigerians.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
All over the world.
all
All
over the
over the
world,
world. Yeah,
all
all
over the
over the
world.
world.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter whether in South
It's ego,
Africa,
you
in
know.
Cape
Yeah,
Town, in
yeah,
Nigeria,
yeah.
all over the
It's
world.
not because of woman. It's not
Mm,
because of the sex. It's not because of the private part. It's to show off. Nigerians are egoistic
yeah.
because we come from a competitive economy. Everything about in Nigeria is competition. Tell me what you like. I don't know. You
Mm,
see this podcast we are doing now. Give it 6 months, you see another Nigerian person don't get you. Why?
mm,
Because we be I see I do.
yeah. Mm,
You
mm,
see. So then
mm,
spending that, if you tell me now that man, I bring one babe from Durban, I give you like 2K. You say,
mm,
hey, give me the link, I give me the link. Now you not get friend. You
mm.
bring the friend, come, you give the friend
Give it
5K.
5K.
So
Yeah.
you worry at 5K
And the
I
friend
get.
goes to tell the other one,
As
now
I
they give
get
me
for
5K.
yeah, you
Now when the
see.
other one comes back again, it's like she's
He,
expecting 5K. Mm.
in all the spaces like that, you get. Excuse me. So this
And
can
I
that's
feel
what
like
it
that
is.
is also part of the weakness of a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
They
weak in that sense as
very
well.
weak, yeah,
Yeah.
very weak. They use see a lot of men did not grow their wealth, and I'm not here to judge anybody, did not grow their wealth through pain, sweat, and blood. So it is only natural.
Mm.
If you look at whether the man is an armed robber, a hijacker, a fraudster, a drug dealer, a kidnapper, whatever vice that man do to make money is just to satisfy his ego. The
Mm.
best girl to carry, the best club
Mm.
to. There's nothing, there's nothing
You know,
valuable that
I've
comes out of
always
it.
said this is something that people would argue,
Mm,
or we can debate this the
mm,
whole year. But
mm,
I've always said that men who drives luxury cars,
mm,
Lambos, and buy big stuff,
mm,
they mostly do this. I mean, the guys on the street,
mm.
they do this for women.
Yes, yes, now.
Yes, it's not because
Uh-uh.
let me drive Lambo is good
No,
or
arm robber that goes to rob because of a woman.
mm, mm,
A drug dealer that is selling drug, the end product is a woman.
is a woman.
Don't forget anything they tell you. If you want to
I
know
agree
what
with
I'm
that.
saying, look at
Yes.
the woman that is by their side.
Mm,
A drug dealer or person that is doing wrong to make money. The only way to show, the proof to show that I have arrived is the kind of woman that is by his side.
mm.
Especially we men from my race. If you never get one white girl from
Mm.
California with fine skin, let me say you never arrive. Let me say you not get money.
That is another weakness.
Yes, now
Because sometimes you even discover these people they got shishi,
it's
nothing in
it's
their
low
pockets.
it's low self-esteem.
Yes.
There's no that it's low self-esteem. People like that they cannot stand in public to express themselves.
Mm.
People like that, the value that they have is the car that they drive and the money they can spray on women. When they broke, they hide. You don't see them. They
True.
only come out to show when there's a flashy car. But give them a couple of years, they become takers. They tell them, that I used to get money before.
Yeah, he used to be rich, but now
I
he
get that
doesn't have
before,
it.
not be
Yes,
property.
100%,
Yeah,
100%.
that
So
story not the finish. It's the same.
I think wasn't it last week I came across a video of this guy driving an i8.
Mm.
He parked right in front of this nice club called Soho,
Mm.
right on Long Street, Cape Town.
Mm.
Excuse me. He was using a jerry can,
Mm.
right, a small can to throw in petrol inside
Mm.
his car.
But he's driving an I8.
But you are driving an i8, a
Foolishness of the
BMW.
highest order.
Foolishness of the highest order.
Yeah,
How
yeah, yeah.
how do you drive an i8 and
Yeah.
then you carrying a bottle to buy petrol by
It's
the
to
petrol
show.
station, bruh? How?
It's to show. You know how there's a friend
You
of
should have
mine.
full tank.
There's a friend, an ex-friend of mine. He's gone back to Nigeria now for good. He used to live this life. And I would tell him, I say, you just give yourself years. You know if you stay here. He thought I was wishing him bad. But as I speak now, he's begging for money for visa to come back because his life is finished. You see, the mistake people make is that yeah, it's good to enjoy your money, it's good. But the question is those that enjoy their money in the way you are enjoying it now, what
Mm,
became of them?
mm, mm, mm.
You would ask that question.
Learning from experience.
Because
Yeah.
experience will always repeat
Best
itself.
teacher.
It must now
Yes. Mm.
fact for life. So what happened to those that enjoy with that kind of life? You want to keep memory of I get them before. Bruh, there will be a new taker that will cover your history. You not even remember. How many of them have been here in Cape Town? How many of them have come and gone? How many of them are shut down clubs and the club will open again the next morning?
Yeah.
And they're not
Yeah.
even allowed in that same club as we speak now.
Mm.
You understand? So
And a
that is
lot of them
another
are
weakness.
debtors.
Yes, now. Yes,
Mm.
now. They destroy their lives now. Yes, now. I'm not dragging anyone. We all have that part of our life where we are young and useless, young and
Yes.
stupid.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
as a man, we are
Yeah.
adventurous. But when we have platform like this where we can share stories and we can give opportunity for people to better, I think
Mm.
it's beautiful that they can listen and watch and also, try to adjust because it works.
Yeah. So caring too much about the society,
Mm,
what they would say,
mm.
it's also another weakness of a man.
Very big weakness. You are just a follower.
Yes, trying to entice the woman, trying to drive luxury cars. I mean, if you have the money and you have investment business, you wealthy, you have a lot of things in your money, and that car that you are buying is like 1% of your wealth. Why not?
And guess what? Guess what? I'm not saying it's a fact, but allegedly, majority of these guys are weak in bed. They are 2 minutes men. I said it, I be imitating the fear to the full finish. A day has come beat me. It's a fact.
Mm.
Ask the girls, ask them when you have opportunity to host any of them.
So
Just
you mean majority of the
allegedly,
guys
yeah,
driving these luxury
to
cars,
show off
they
a
are
car they get
weak in
very,
bed?
very weak. And then they buy a Lomo pass. A
Mm.
Lomo bitter.
Mm.
And then they buy a Bo pass. And then they buy Herbs pass.
Yeah.
And then they smoke Igbo pass. Everything now for self
No,
satisfaction.
talking about that, even a lot of people always say that Nigerians are very strong in bed. They last longer, and that's why they love Nigerians. But I can tell you for a fact that's a lie.
Uh
Because why do I say that's a lie?
okay.
Most Nigerians that I know,
Yeah.
right, that people would say no, that guy is very strong in bed. Before you arrive at their apartment,
Mm.
the amount of stuff that they drink,
Yeah.
they take.
Yeah.
If you give that same thing to another person, another
Yeah.
nationality, that
Yeah.
person will also last long in bed.
Yeah. No, I think the advantage that Nigerians have is the makeup of their DNA.
Mm,
Nigerian food are natural and they're organic.
mm.
And Nigerian seems to some certain part of Nigerian though. But now I can say majority, I can say
Okay, then
95%.
if it's because I can perceive that you're trying to tell me it's because of the food,
Mm.
right? Then why do they invest money in buying this herbs and the
Yeah,
stuff
I
that they
wanted to I
drink?
wanted to get
Okay.
there. So there's been a dilation, a disruption. There's been a attack on the original DNA.
Mm,
The food that you used to eat while you were in Nigeria is not the food you are eating here now. The things that you consume, the artificials you consume here.
mm.
Some Nigerians finish 2 liters of Coke. I have a friend, he's in Nigeria now. Shout out. That guy will finish 2 liters of Coke once, like that with big bread.
Yeah. And we're not saying Coke is not good for you.
No,
Don't get us wrong, but too much
no,
of everything is
yeah,
bad.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
2 liters
So two
is
liters. I mean,
abuse.
finishing 2 liters, you're
It's
abusing it, bruh.
abuse. Even if it's Fanta, even if it's
Yes.
Pepsi, even if any brand,
Any
yeah,
brand.
it
And
has
having too much of
carbonated.
sugar in your body,
Yeah, it's
it's
not
going
good. So
to fuck that thing up.
what does sugar
Yeah.
do naturally? Me, I know. I've tried it. That
Yes.
sugar causes quick
To kill you.
ejaculation.
Yeah.
It will kill you. That's a fact.
Yeah.
As a Nigerian man. So when they move here or they move abroad, they move out of the Nigerian ecosystem. Then they dilute that original DNA because of the long period of time.
Mm,
So the food is changed. There's cool drink, there's starchy food, there's every of the food that we have here is sugar now.
mm.
Meal is sugar, rice, sugar. How many times you eat like proper vegetables? This is a
But I've
substance.
seen I've seen guys from Nigeria, right? Guys that arrived South Africa, Cape Town to be precise.
Mm.
They just arrived within 2 weeks.
Mm.
In fact, I've picked up a guy that just arrived in Cape Town
Mm.
the same day. The first thing he asked me that day was, where can I buy tramadol?
Mm.
And tramadol is something that they use in Lagos
Yeah.
to prolong their sexual
He's
life.
drug addict. That was an addict. That's a drug addict. It gets
He
used to the
picked up a
system.
girl, and the first thing he asked me was,
Yeah.
where can I buy
Yeah,
tramadol?
he's drug addict. There are some people that cannot.
He hasn't drank the coke in this country or the food in this country. He just came.
But you don't know what you consume in Nigeria. So if he has been using tramadol
Mhm.
in Nigeria, he has already altered the DNA.
Mm.
How did Nigerian population get to 200 and something million if it's not sexual potency? A 70-something-year-old man in Nigeria can say impregnate a 25-year-old girl sharply. Go born fine picking self.
Mm.
You want data? Go any village for Nigeria. Yeah? I will tell you the real fact.
Yeah, yes.
My grandfather's last wife was very young that time. If you see her children, she had 2 children. If you see them, sharp.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we are just like Congo is favored with natural resources. We are favored. It's like Brazilians as well.
Congo with natural resources, and we are favored with long lasting.
We are favored with good soil,
food.
good nature. And what makes up a man? It's nature. You are nature. From nature you
Yeah.
come, from nature will you return. So nature is what you use to nurture yourself. And what is that? It's the food, it's the
Yeah.
fuel. What do you use to keep your car running very smoothly? It's petrol and oil and water and servicing. This is our body. What do we use to keep it running? Food becomes our petrol. Food is our oil. Water is our petrol.
Yeah. True.
You understand?
Yeah, true.
If you see it like that, you carry yourself very far.
True. So coming back to men and their weaknesses, right? What advice would you have for a weak man? Someone that is weak out there. What do I mean by a weak man? Someone that cannot speak out to a friend, to a family member, someone that hides everything inside, and you are being bullied, you are being mistreated at home, but you cannot speak out. You swallow up everything. You, what is this word that you used earlier on when you were speaking about disagreeing that women are, they don't tolerate.
don't
So
tolerate.
a man that tolerates everything that the woman does, right? What advice would you have for that?
It might sound cliche, but I think because of where we are at now in society and civilization, he must seek help, professional help first.
Professional help from
From counselors, from
counselors.
psychology.
Yeah.
Because everything is cognitive, everything is in the mind. The mind must first be cleared. Must first so you cannot fill a filled cup with water. It will overflow. You need to first empty. So you need to see someone professional that knows about human, psychology, human mindset, human emotion. It's a whole thing, man. And then unpack and start afresh. Form group. There's not just him alone. There are people.
A lot of them.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if
A
he
lot of
doesn't
them.
have,
Yeah.
if you don't have money, if you don't have money to pay like a shrink, like a counselor or something, you can just Google search groups. These days there are AI. You can go to Google, use Gemini. My young daughter knows this. Daddy, why are you stressing yourself? Use Gemini. Gemini will tell you everything. Just ask people who are undergoing this kind of in my community. You join online group and then you start to share. Yeah, that will help.
Yeah. Okay. So for a guy that he's into two women, married to one, and seeing the other one, and he wants to go into marriage with the second one, right? When do you think is the appropriate time for that guy to come to the first family and say, "Listen, I want to be into polygamy, and I do want to marry another wife."
First of all, my question will be: did he tell the first wife before he got married to her to say, I'm gonna take another wife in the long run, or he was in this marriage already, and then as a man he saw the other one. Um, I want to make it official. So which is which?
Mm. Mm.
You understand? Because that plays,
I can see where you
yeah,
drive into.
that
Yeah.
plays a lot of role in the dynamics,
Mm-hmm.
and it also plays a lot of role in terms of what challenges the man will face
Mm-hmm.
before, during, and after.
Yeah.
You see, so if the man had told the first wife before they got married, then it is safe for the man to bring the second wife or tell the first wife anytime he feels ready to say,
Yeah,
I'm now
because
ready.
she has been pre-informed before
Yes,
the marriage that I am
yes,
a polygamous man and you're
yes,
not going to be the only one. So
yes,
after you, there will be another.
definitely. Mind you, that doesn't mean that the woman will accept.
Mm.
It's a rare case.
Because I feel like no woman would accept that to
No,
say
no woman
she
wants
would actually
to.
say, okay, you know what? No, I don't want this relationship.
Yeah, yeah,
Go
yeah,
look for someone that is
yeah,
ready
yeah,
to do
yeah.
that. Yeah.
No woman want to accept
So
polygamy.
probably that's the reason why people would actually keep it in
Yeah,
and wait until okay after I marry you, you have the baby,
yeah.
and then I can get someone else in again.
The danger that causes that the man will create an everlasting enmity between the two women,
Mm.
because the first wife will see the other woman as a thief of her husband that come from behind,
Mm.
and first wife will see the husband as a betrayer of trust and marriage. So it is very challenging, and you cannot, like, I cannot read the mind of both women
Yeah.
or even the man. I cannot, read how they will react. But for a man that is into that, the best advice I will give is that best you create a brand for yourself, or you create a name or a legacy that will live after you, because that will be the only thing that will unify the whole family. What the women will look up to. If you are nothing, no matter how rich you are in terms of the cars, they will kill you. Even if you have
Mm.
houses, they'll poison the person.
Mm.
So the best advice is to be very mindful.
Mm.
You know, yeah.
People say all men are polygamous in nature.
Mm.
What is your take on that?
Yes, some men are polygamous in nature. In nature,
Mm.
you understand the definition. So all men are polygamous in nature. All men have willpower. All men have choice.
Mm. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Eh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Yes, yes.
All men are polygamous in nature. All men have willpower. All
Mm.
men have the power
So, which
of
means
choice.
you have a choice not to be
Yes.
polygamous.
Yes, you have a
Mm.
choice.
But your DNA
It's
is
polygamous. Yeah,
polygamous.
so it's your choice. It's your
You were
choice.
wired to be a
Yes.
polygamous man.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
why?
Mm.
You know why? For reproduction, to
For
replenish
reproduction.
the earth, to reproduce. Because one woman is limited to how much she can take in childbirth. No one woman can give birth to 50 children at once.
But
But
one
a
man
man
can do
can give
it.
birth to 200 children from
Mm.
different women. And
Mm.
God is not going to come say, I want any pastor
So
to deliver a
nature is in
challenge.
support.
Yes, nature is in support
Mm-hmm.
to replenish. It's a man, a man is a carrier of seed. It's like a mango tree. If you plant one mango tree, it's gonna give you one mango fruit. If you plant one corn, it's gonna give you one corn. If you plant one, it's gonna give you one yam. No, it's gonna give you a lot.
Yeah.
That's how a man is wired.
Mm.
But it's because of the weaknesses of men also that has kept man in check and control to say you must only stay with one woman. And what is the end of a man that is married to one woman? Divorce or death.
So that means your advice now is for men to be polygamous because I mean, like you just said, if he's married to one woman, the end is divorce or
Yes, now.
death.
Yes, now. Yes, now.
That's certain.
Certain. The moment the pastor at church say, till death do you pass, that is they start to number the date of your death or date of your divorce. Why then do they celebrate anniversaries? We are 5 years married. We are 10 years married. We are 15 years married. The more you celebrate your anniversary, the more you weak in the marriage. The more the marriage system gets weak. The more the man don't see
Because
the
now they're
woman.
accounting.
Yeah, they're counting.
Yes. Mm.
And the woman is also in her subconscious counting the days you make mistakes so that you can file for divorce and take all your property. But if it's polygamy and you create a legacy, a brand, everybody want to bear that name. Nobody want to make a mistake to say they will remove my name from Gabari or from Ugbimi or from Uluemi. Everybody want to
I
be
feel
that
like
name.
polygamy actually favors the wealthy, the
Yes, now
rich.
it's for create
Yes,
creation.
yes, true. Because if you are very wealthy and you marry 200 women, society don't question that.
No, look at network.
Exactly.
I'll call his name now.
Mm.
The guy
Is
is
that
living
it's
his
out there?
best life.
Yeah.
If he died today now, his ghost will be very happy. You will see the way the family will be in competition to keep the legacy. You say, let us keep our father legacy going.
But when you are poor and you have two women, not even three, just two women in your life, and you are poor,
Even one woman.
society will say useless man.
Yeah. Because it is your woman that will take your uselessness to society. To tell them say cannot buy bread, he wants to have two women. So when society focus on you, they shine
Yes.
your light on you. It be like when VDM handle your
Actually,
case.
even one woman is a problem.
Even
when
no
you are
woman
poor.
self. Even no woman. Why your pre go raise? Why you go get emotion if you not get money?
If you don't get money,
Which person pikin you want use hungry take beat? First get money. When you don't get money, you can't get
you don't get
woman.
money, they find number.
You find number. Which one take can
Which
take?
one they can take do?
We want suffer.
You want to be watching people's status.
Want to they give all
And
these people.
yes,
If they collect number, then they call you.
they can call because
No.
I mean the morale to say hi, let me take her for on a date. Because I mean, if I ask for your number, the purpose is to get to know you, take you out on a date, buy you stuff, and whatever that comes after it.
Facts.
But if I ask for your number, I don't have the money to do such things, and I say hi, when you reply, I end this conversation.
Say, how are you?
How are you? Then I start moving to unnecessary conversation. And women, ladies, actually, they get tired of such things.
Time.
They don't have time for that.
Women
They want to
get
command
quick.
it.
They want to get married quick. They want to date now, get pregnancy, pay lobola, married, get their own house. Quick, you are wasting their time. They want to do this in the next 3, 4, 5 years. They're planning their life. They don't have time to waste. They see you today, they look at your vision. They look at the car you drive, where you stay in town, you stay in Gordonsville, you stay in Parkland. What do you do? They sell them, like they do G. Okay, I'll just be a passing time. I'll use this one until they do one up until I see the one you say get future. But if you say I get this brand, I get that brand, and my business be that, I get this shop for Bearview safe. You pack a load, come follow you stay. Marry and go pay Lobola sharp so that you go tell her friends say, don't come to my house or don't come to my kitchen.
Yes.
Men are very weak. And men should, just on my side to conclude, men should stop sitting in the garage and watching TikTok at night, not being able to go to sleep because they fear their wife. Now you pay to your wife. Go and talk to her. Tell her, madam, let us sit and talk. Have a discussion with your wife. Have a discussion. Stop being afraid of the woman you put in your house. Men, stop being weak. She will not beat you. If she hits you,
the respect.
Yes, command the respect. Provide, put bread for table. Take care of your woman. But not they see your house, they run, not they sleep for outside.
100%. So we are coming to the end of this episode. You've heard our guest, our friend, our brother, Amos, on the social media space, Morgan Wilson. The man will not defeat to the fuck nyash.
At all.
Viewers and listeners, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. It's Postcard with DJ Val. We'll come back again.
Thank you, DJ Val.
Oh, shit.
Have a good one. Bye.
All right.